Okay, so let's start making our way over to this guy. First I thought the sound wasn't playing. I was like, wait, what? Oh, what is this? Oh, it's nothing. I was like, is that a door? Sometimes it feels like maybe some music okay. It's like sometimes it feels like there should be music playing, but there's nothing. Okay, so I think we just need to go to the right. Okay, oh, this is like, apparently we can't go to the right? Yeah, like these sections are just super quiet. I guess there's kind of some static noise every now and then. SBCD 25. I don't know what that means. Sunnyside Ranch. Mason. There ain't nothing in this world I can't fix. Name's Mason. Mason the Fixer. Whoa, wowza. This pan. It's the same one a right brave bunch of girls once used as their weapon. Can make a mean stir fry too. Dude, stir fry sounds so good. Oh, this is he just like go Super Saiyan? You've got my attention now, kiddo! Let me up the ante for that pan for you, huh? Oh, we're getting a... I think this is how we like level up equipment. And I wonder, like, do we only get to use this pan or do we get other weapons? Brilliant, a true masterpiece. I'd even wager this is my best work yet. Well, one of them. There. Give that old sand droop a whack. Don't let me down now, boy. This again? Been some time since I've seen someone try this. Whoa, what's it got in it last? Captain Tiger, was it? Let's see if this fellow's got what it takes. Oh my god. Ain't gonna be easy, that's for sure. The rules are simple. Get the droop. Into the loop. I call it Droop Loops. Ingenious, isn't it? I'm thinking of copywriting it. Here he goes again. What the hell is a droop loop, huh? Oh, I see the loops on the ground. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. It seems like it's kind of like a shuffleboard or that Olympic sport game that nobody knew about until we saw it. What the heck was it called? Oh, whatever. Who cares? I want to see what this guy's made of. Go, John, go! It's gonna come to me at like the most random time. Oh, we're stuck here. Oh, hold to unleash a powerful attack. No, not like that. Try it again. First, you gotta charge your strength. Then, aim like your life depends on it. And finally, release everything in one bone-crushing hit. Oh, I guess there is aiming? Wonderful! Brilliant! Seems like you've already got the knack to whack. Oh god. Like phrasing. Knack to whack. Okay. That's a good one. Yeah, if you're 5. Mason's expressivity continues to astound. What you're holding can be used for more than just taking thugs' heads off. It can make a mighty fine dinner to boot. Yeah, we already talked about stir fry. Dinner, let's go home and make dinner, John. I'm starving. Here, take this. We got another sand droop. I think we have 3 sand droops now. It's the droop you just gave the boot. A bit droopy now, though. Haha, droopy droop. That's a good one. Good lord. Like the puns in this game are on a whole different level. Big Yokar. Mason's artistic prowess will take the words right out of your mouth. As will his humor. Yeah, for real. I don't work here, kid. Just wanted a new place to rest my head's all. Fair? Huh? Never took you for such a talented agent. Sure you're not looking for a new line of work? Farming might just be your style. Like, do you routinely play shuffleboard in farming? Ranch has been producing less and less lately. Can't even remember the last time I got paid in full. Diggers make decent money, I bet. Maybe I should become a digger too. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, let's, I guess our next destination is home. We can just check the map real quick. Yep. What if there's music playing there and my ears are just like deaf to it? Janitor Dawn. The school is closed for the day. Quite ghoulish inside once the lights have been turned off. You'd best run along now. Don't tell me what to do. Go in that school if I want. Not exactly the time to bring a child here, wouldn't you say? Sam should be at home eating her supper. Okay, I feel like everybody's gonna tell us that it's time to eat. I'm hungry, John. See? You need to be taking better care of her. I saw him yesterday. Old snot Chuck buying that magazine. That sly bastard. I want to read it too. What are you guys talking about, huh? What do you think, moron? Only that magazine. Wild Love. Isn't that the magazine only adults are allowed to buy? Sure is. Man, I'd kill for a look inside. Same, brother. Same, brother. Same. Oh my goodness. I do remember those days, though. When the world was fresh and new. I think we talked to both of these people before. You're so persistent. Oh dear, what should I do? What? Sam needs to go to school? Oh, so that's why you're here. Oh, is she like our crush? You need to listen to your teachers at school, Sam. I may look young, but I am a teacher. Teachers aren't exactly... Oh, trees are. Oh, we got more salty. Look at you all covered in dirt. Don't tell me. You dug yourself up some treasure again, did you? Dude, we just looted your treasure. Everybody's just like standing in front of their trailer. La la la. La 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 la. What? I was singing? Was I really? Oh my goodness. This is the kind of person that seems like they'd be super annoying in real life. You stay away from my son, you hear? He's gonna achieve great things one day, unlike you. This person also. Can we go inside of this? Oh. I wanted to check this out. Rocket Symmetry. Cemetery. Now, isn't this a treat? Someone with the flesh still on their bones. Care to listen to the story of an old wraith like me? Sure. How splendid. My normal audience has been pretty dead lately. Oh god. Long ago, all of humanity lived within grand houses of glass, and every person kept with them their own mystery box. Within these boxes existed limitless worlds and countless stories. Friends, family, yes, even those they loved could be found within these boxes. One day, however, the boxes shattered, and in an instant, all those many worlds disappeared. Panicked, everyone raced from their homes, wondering what on earth could have happened. It was then that they noticed. Their houses of glass were just like the boxes, as dark and black as night. I'm guessing he's talking about technology and cell phones? Those with no place in the cemetery shall be forever stuck on the other side of the gate. Kiki. Can you read like the headstones or anything? I'd imagine you probably couldn't put too many bodies in this area. Alright, I think we have seen all of the things in this area, so let's just go home. But first, let's freeze our memories. I mean, refrigerate our memories. Oh my god, like let me save. I Like, I don't need an existential crisis before saving the game. Dinner, dinner, dinner. What's for dinner tonight, huh, John? Is it sand droop? Tell me we're gonna eat sand droop, huh, John? Guessing like sand droops are her favorite. Sand droop, sandy droop, droopty droop. And pot crocodile, you grow fruit in the coop. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is this? It's like a cooking minigame? Sand droop. Oh, apparently we needed all three. Oh, okay. We got all three of them through a quest, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, what is this? Okay. See fish? Nope, screwed it up. I was gonna say, we see fish, then we hit the pot. Where are all these ingredients coming from? Sand droop pasta. The hardest nailed sand droop becomes soft as soup after cooking. Pour it all over some noodles. Yum! Chef in training. I kind of like cooking mini games. I think like Breath of the Wild kind of convinced me that they're actually pretty fun. I guess it's not really a mini game in Breath of the Wild, but like it's fun finding combinations and stuff. I get to go to school tomorrow. Kuroda said that at school there's a big courtyard. But there's nothing blue there, John. And nothing green there either. The mayor said all that stuff is fake. But John, I know it's real. I saw it, John. John's like in his own world cooking. She's just talking. Okay. I'm not sure what's just happening. Like, I was not controlling the game right there. Chapter 1. Okay, prologue's up. Coming up for air. How big is this bed that her feet are like nowhere close to the ground? John. Wake up, John. I have to go to school today. This man's like sleeping in an office chair. Hurry, John. Today I get to go to school with Kuroda and the others. I'll wait for you at the door. He's just like, oh god, this is awful. Hawkrock Isle hourly alert. Hourly alert? Is that like a test alert? Alright, let's just hit this save again. Just so we don't have to sit through that again. I think that was probably like almost 10 minutes. Alright. So, I guess our goal is to go to school. Finally, that child of mine is off at school. My darling, wait for me. Oh no. She's like obsessed with this guy that she's seeing. School? Up the stairs and straight ahead, obviously. The way I see it, you're the one who needs some proper schooling. My goodness. It just never ends with her. Feng's waiting up there at the intersection. He's definitely plotting something. No way I'm gonna let him see me. I'm guessing that's like the town bully. Don't you remember, John? You and me? We were in the same class back in school. You know, that's like one of the things I'm not a huge fan of with like going back to the town where you went to school is like running into people from school that just can't let go of school. I just kind of want to see what's going on. What's taking that twerp so long, huh? I've got my prank set up and everything. Park still hasn't come. Don't tell me that punk's onto me. Can we like come down here and talk to him and be like, yeah, he's definitely plotting something. Peng's waiting up there at the intersection. We know. He's definitely plotting something. We know. We're here to tell you that. Okay. Can we like set off whatever prank was gonna happen? Alright, well, I guess he's getting pranked today. Have you had your breakfast, little Sam? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, you know. I'd say any meal is the most important meal of the day. Principal Tacoma, no talking. Okay. Annoying brat. Feel like that's accurate. You there, stop right there. I'm new here. Today's my first day. Your first day? At my school? And who, may I ask, said you could attend my school? Yesterday. Silence! Those without a reference letter aren't allowed in my school. Okay. No one gets in my school without a reference letter from the mayor. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we have to go talk to the mayor now. Alright. Time to convince this man to let us go to school. This here's the mayor's estate. You folks got business here? Reference letter? How could you forget something like that, huh? Go on ahead then. Mayor should be up by now. But watch yourselves. That man's testy as a tart in the morning. Not that he's any better in the afternoon. I was like, what does that even mean? Testy as a tart in the morning? The mayor don't like to be bothered. And make yourself scarce if I was you. Where did we talk to him before? I feel like we ran into him once before and I was struggling to like read his line. Stop right there. We came to get a reference letter from the mayor. Reference letter, huh? Then I suppose it's fine. You suppose? You suppose? We don't need your permission? This is definitely a house. Holy cow, this house is huge. The mayor must be super rich. Who's there? Oh, it's John. How'd you two get in? School? When did I ever say anything about going to school? Yesterday, at the dig site. A derelict child like you has no place in school. Oh my lord, we're just gonna stand here and let this man say that? You must be mistaken. You wanted to see us, Mr. Mayor? Oh, little Sammy. What are you still doing here? Shouldn't you be at school? Don't tell me. You're playing hooky, aren't you? Didn't you promise you were gonna listen to your teacher? Ain't no good to be breaking promises now. Truer words have never been spoken, my man. Those who break their word are sent hot skipping straight to old Sharon. Ain't that right, Mr. Mayor? He's like, yeah, sure. Yes, of course. You should always, keep your word. Run along to school now, you adorable little jackanape. But I need a reference letter. Right, here you are. Don't lose it, or else you won't be able to get in. Obtain mayor's reference letter. That was super quick. And that is like a super formal letter. Like a wax seal and everything. Imbeciles, blockheads, good for nothings. No one, and I repeat, no one is allowed to enter without my permission. Out of my sight! Damn, glad I'm not in there. This dude is like pretty toxic. You heard it, folks. Scram! Like pretty darn toxic. Mayor snatched me up Mayor snatched me up as for his security detail just as soon as I graduated school. My job is to carry out as well. But sometimes I wonder just what it is I'm protecting. Do you though? Do you though? Copper. Alright, now we should be able to go back to school. Grandis? Is this a new kid? Ha, what a loser. Just like your old man. Loser. Loser. Kids are awful. Kids are, it's just so terrible. Hopefully that's gonna be our friend. Did I say you could look at me? If you don't want to be a loser, you go to the surface. Just like your crazy dad. Just like your crazy dad. The surface, you mean? Like the Forbidden Land at the dig site? Exactly. He'll never come back. Ha 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 ha. Yes, Sam for the freaking win, dude. Like, these kids are terrible. Stop that. Here comes another one, Grandis. It's that kid John picked up off the street. No one wants her. What a weirdo. And look at that hair. Why is it all white? I wish we had the frying pan and we could just go to town. Just like an old hag. Old hag, old hag. Shouldn't bully people. Hey, she's wearing a mask. Good. Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it? Grandis' uncle is the mayor. It's like, so? The mayor. Don't tell me you want to go to the surface in this place. Or to the surface in his place, do you? Maybe I do. Oh, her hair turned blue. There's nothing scary up there. Oh, what? In fact, it's beautiful there. This is like now Gravity Falls mixed with, oh man, what is that show? Steven Universe? In fact, it's beautiful there. Clear blue skies, green grass. Who are you? You'll find out one day. Go now, your destiny awaits. Who do you think you are, huh? Talking to me like that. You're nothing but a street rat. Oh, we're Aladdin now. Hey, listen up. Grandis is talking to you. She's just like, whatever. What'd you say? Huh, whatever. Let's get out of here. Just terrible kids. And John just like stood there that whole time? I didn't even realize he was there. You're not scared of him? Okay. I thought I told you, without a reference letter, you can't. Sam just like slams it in his face. One reference letter as requested. Not sure how you got this, but I suppose it'll do. You better be smart, young lady, and don't cause me any trouble. Yeah, I'm going to school, John. I like how she's so excited about it. She's just like, I'm going. Hey! There's no open house today. Parents aren't allowed in the school. Why is this kid just chilling here? Those three. They're terrifying. Alright, so let's check our meow. Guess we head back over here. I wonder if we're gonna end up going to the surface. Or like, I assume at some point we end up just playing as Sam? Like crazy about work, huh? How about it then? Try your hand at some good old-fashioned ranch work. Sure. Well, look what we have here. A new face. Welcome to the Sunnyside Ranch. Pretty hot here, don't you think? That's cause this here's farm's right next to the ancient ruins. People say they're full of blistering hot steam. Youch! Not that you care, huh? Nah, You're here for the real star of the show. The heart and soul of our ranch. Pot crabs! What? Something wrong with their shells? Ha! Those ain't shells. Those are pots. Get it? Pot crab. That's the key. We plant seeds for sand drupes inside the pots. Then, we put the pots on top of the crabs. This makes the little suckers run around like crazy. The faster they run, the bigger the little seeds grow. And once our 10-legged friends can't run no more, well, that's when you know the sand droop's ready. That seems terrible. It may not look it, but the fruit's something else when it comes to sheer poundage. Specifically that one there. Only our strongest legged crabs can grow them red leaves ones. After all is said and done, we plunk the fruity tooties down in their hole. And that's a wrap. Time to call it a day, boys. What happened to the pot crabs? Well, probably best you don't know. Do we at least eat them? Alright, we hitting these red ones. Alright, we're not doing anything. Do we just wait for them to die? Or... okay. We just give a little boop to the sand drupes. It's like, get in there. Charge! Oh no. Oh, what? How'd you miss? Are you kidding me? Oh, we can hit multiple. Okay. Really? Oh my goodness. Seems like way more effort than was necessary. Oh my gosh. This music though. Ah! Oh my gosh. Ah, my gosh. I am not a good golfer. Alright, 14 seconds. Can we get this one in? Yes. Ah. Alright, we at least got 100. Got 100. Alright, I wasn't really sure what we were supposed to do at the start there. Not bad, not bad. For someone new to this, you do some mighty fine work. Here's your pay for today. 50 salt. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We find 50 salt on the ground. That's not pay. Are you talking about Big Eyes? His dad is that famous Fantastus, you know? I heard it from my mom. He claimed he'd been to the surface. He wanted everyone to move there with him. So the mayor sent him to Sharon. Anyway, probably best to not associate with him. Give it back! He really went in there. Where is it? Where's my coin? Ah! He's in trouble now. That's so mean. Stay out of it. They'll just bully you too. That's not the way to handle it. Go in there and beat some booty. Just pretend you didn't see anything. I feel like Sam's not the kind of person to just like pretend stuff doesn't happen. Like she's definitely gonna go in there and handle some stuff. Like handle some business. Alright, let's check the map. Oh. Looks like we're supposed to go to school. Hot Crock School. I don't know how it would feel to like walk into a school as an adult. It's just been so long since I've been in a school. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is so weird. Alright, there's the kids that will stand around and do nothing. 12, 13, I won, haha! Oh man, wrong again. He only snored 11 times yesterday. Oh god. Did we win? That means we get to eat his lunchbox now, right? Hey, you cheated, that's not fair. Oh god, they set him up. We didn't say cheating wasn't allowed. Each of us gets half, yeah? Oh gosh. We get to eat Park's lunch. Sweet. And like, John just kind of stands around and lets this all happen, but I brought grilled crab legs today. They're my favorite. Alright, that's like a big baller lunch right there. Like, could you imagine being in school and sitting at like a lunch table and some kid pulls out crab legs? I'd be like, what? First I'd be like, give me some of those. I'll be your best friend. But then I'd be like, why do you have crab legs at school? He shouldn't have done that. He's brought quite the terrible fate upon himself. Ki. I don't see anything funny about this. You go up against the no-go trio, and you'll live to regret it. Oh, jeez. I wouldn't get involved if I were you. Oh, there's so much stuff to explore, maybe? It's a lot of, like, different rooms, but there's nothing to really interact with. Alright, this is going to be the last one that I check. And if there's... Oh, treasure. I was going to say, if there's nothing in here, then I'm going to stop going in the rooms. Oh no, we have more tokens. We have to hit the capsule machine again. Like, it's feeding my addiction. I'm surprised that you don't see more capsule games. Like, in Japan, they have all kinds of cool capsule machines, and like in the US, it's always trash. You again, huh? Whatever. He's the one who wanted to go in there. Let's go. Oh my gosh, just throw them through the window. John, what are you doing here? It doesn't matter. We've got to help Daniel. You serious? You're actually going in there? They say a fire-breathing iron dragon lives beneath there. You should probably be careful. Like, why does this kid keep doing that? Alright. To the iron fire-breathing dragon thing. Underground tunnel. So this is seeming like another dungeon. Also, like, why does a random bathroom door lead to like a sewer dungeon? Can we turn these things off? I see the snake. You thought you were gonna get the drop on us? That got the drop on us. Ah, slugs! I can't really tell if we're killing these things any faster than we were. Egg found. Okay. Clean up on aisle everywhere. Drag. Oh, okay. Like, this is a very, very clear, like, Zelda dungeon type thing. Or like a Zelda puzzle. I still don't know what those little copper pieces are. Okay. I wish it was like as easy to blow up, or not even blow up, but like to break pots and stuff in The Legend of Zelda as it is to break everything in this game. Like, it's just super simple, and I like it. I'm here for it. You found a heart orb. Collect 3 more of these to increase your hearts. Oh, okay. This is very much like a Legend of Zelda style game. Alright, so we can go down right there. Let's see what else we got going on in here. Can't go there. This one is not stopping, so I guess we have to hit that valve somehow, which is probably going down the stairs and then coming up on the other side. seems pretty straightforward. And just make sure there's nothing else over here. Oh, I wasn't even looking in that corner to see that thing respawned. Alright, next time we see those little copper things, we gotta look at the money and see if that's actually salt. I'm just like trying to get away from enemies when I kill them to see if we can see it. What is this? We got an onion. Alright, so we can drag this. Ah! Okay, the little copper things are salt. They just don't look like salt at all. Alright, I wanted to see if we could move this here to block that. Okay, we can. Just a little, like, I feel like we need to move this. Like, we probably need to keep moving this. Like, it's easier to just push it. Push. Alright, let's see if we can just, like, nail this thing. See if we can hit it as far as we can. Alright. Probably an awful place to leave it. Oh no, it's stuck. Okay. It feels like we're at the end here. So maybe we didn't need that. But we only have one heart. This is gonna be bad. In here, I found him. Okay, at least we found him. Daniel. How'd you... Everything's gonna be okay. We're here to rescue you. Oh, okay. It's like, oh, they're gonna let us leave without fighting our way out. What are they doing down there? You don't think something happened, do you? Maybe they ran into the Iron Dragon. Oh, I wonder if the pipes are the Iron Dragon. May God have mercy on their souls. Don't say things like that. Sam will make it out for sure. Besides, she's got old Stash with her. We made it, come on. You saved me. Thanks. Ta-da! Sam, you're okay. What happened down there? Big Eyes just took off like a light. Oh, we're not going to talk about what just happened? Sam, never do anything like that again, you hear me? You guys got guts to go down in that hole. So, was there really an Iron Dragon down there? Just not... We're not going to respond to anybody? Now we gotta check these rooms again. We're just gonna like do a quick run in there though. Yeah, there's just like nothing going on here, so I guess maybe we leave the school. Let's check this room. School's over. Last bottle. Okay, that's it for the day. Dinner's ready. Where's that boy? Yeah, it seems like it's kind of like the workday's over and everybody's just kind of winding down for the rest of the day. Time for Earthborn. Yeah, we've never been into this bar or cafe or whatever this thing is. That's the bell. Wrap it up, folks. Work's done for the day. Also, why weren't we at work today? And why does nobody care? Finally. Man, I'm jealous of John. Yeah, but isn't what's beneath the school even more dangerous than the dig site? Did, like, rumors spread that we went below the school? I believe my dad. I've seen it too, you know. The world above ground. Really? Okay. It seems like it's time to go home, but we got tokens, so we have to hit that capsule machine. You have fun at school, little Sam? I like how everybody in this game has like a nickname. Oh, I wanted to see if this water... Does water mean life? No. I was thinking like maybe if you touch the water that it would give you health back, but it does not seem to be the case. Alright, we can come in here now. Pop's place. We were just talking about William. Yeah, the guy who's always yakking about going up there. You went inside the cave beneath the school? Oh, word is you can find wild pot crabs there. They make a mean dish, you know. Right. So I wonder if we have to go, like, do we have to keep a constant flow of stuff to cook for dinner? What's life without a little flavor, am I right? Barkeep and envoy of flavor reporting for duty. But you're a robot. How do you know about flavor? Just call me the cooking terminal, your friendly neighborhood barkeep. Right, this man's just jamming out. We can't talk to him. And not too much happening in here. That William, what a kook. We can't like buy anything from the barkeep. And he doesn't really say anything other than that, so I guess it's I guess we've exhausted that. Good wood. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I keep seeing this thing down there, but maybe we can get to it from here. Oh! We defeat you! 50 salt. We're racking up the money, but I always feel like in games like this, I never really end up spending money. Like, I can think of very few games where I've actually spent in-game money on stuff. Oh no, there's a new top prize. Oh no! That first night in the second prize thing, like, we have to win that. We have to get it. There's no other way. Oh my goodness. We spent a token and we won 3 tokens. We have 5 freaking tokens now. Alright, well, it's 5 chances for that top prize. What if we got more tokens? A wild boar, a fierce but flavorful pig. Prices surging lately. Might ride the rails out of here, but don't know where I'd go. Alright, so I think the number of times we get to spin the dial pretty much tells you the tier that you're gonna get. So we only got to spin it once there, and then we got the 3rd prize. But when we won the top prize, we had to spin it 3 times. Yeah, so I think we're gonna get another 3rd prize here. Slime. You don't know the type of stuff this guy's eaten. Used all the chips in the repair shop so I can finally take a break and work on Earthborn. Yeah, so... Slime and the boar were both 3rd prize. So is it like time-based? Nope, we're gonna get another 3rd prize. How do we not get 3rd prize? Another wild boar. See, like, now I don't know how to I'm thinking about it too much, and I'm gonna screw this up now. Because like this is another third prize. A goblin. A greedy trickster that's not only cowardly but weak. It's a miracle that it's even captured within a pig's ball at all. No! Yeah, like we waited. Okay, we're at least gonna get a second tier. Second tier. Oh, we got this thing though. The Dark Knight. The quiet guard of Demon King City. He's unable to understand the language of monsters. Working at the repair shop is nothing but a monotonous slog. My only joy comes in creating these monsters. This is such like a cool design. I wanted that top prize though, because that thing looks awesome. Alright. We could play Earthborn. Earthborn causes me to get copyright claims when I upload videos. And then I have to like try to mute that section of the game. So I don't know if I'm gonna play Earthborn. Steamed peppercorn. Steamy kernel of spice. A droop from a coop. Dairy and eggs. Potatoes. Potatoes are like cheap. Eggs are kind of expensive. We have 1 egg, mushroom, and onions. We can buy foods pre-made. I kind of want to buy this magazine. Let's do it. And then let's just buy some of this other stuff. Alright, so now we have to check out this magazine. You'll go wild for this magazine. Okay, apparently it doesn't do anything. What is this? Digger contract. Contract for Pot Croc Isles diggers. Unfair no matter how you look at it. Well, at least we're being honest about it. Bomb box. And then our bombs. Alright, so it looks like they're... Oh, this is a frying pan, not a magnifying glass. Okay, makes sense. So, there's 3 other weapons that we can find, and then I guess Sam either has her own set of weapons, or maybe those are like abilities or something. That truck is super loud, my goodness. Alright, so let's go home and cook some dinner. Some doors better left shut. You know, I'm gonna let's play some Earthborn, and then if it gets copyright claimed, then I'll just edit it out. Game manual. Earthborn 1986. Earthborn. Once upon a time, in the farthest reaches of the continent, there sat a prosperous kingdom with soaring tower that reached the clouds up above. For many years, the kingdom lived in peace until following the tragic death of their king. The Demon King disguised himself as chancellor and claimed the kingdom for himself. Sitting off the castle from the rest of the kingdom, he locked the princess away within the tower. Day after day, the princess wept, gazing out the window at her poor kingdom below. Ah, this is what was showing when we first started the game. That was just kind of like the start of game monologue. And then we found out that these kids were playing the game. Right around that time, a young knight from okay. And watch this. Yeah. That's awesome. The ultimate enemy awaits. Keep fighting. This is definitely like a Dragon Warrior clone, Dragon Quest clone. Use AP to unleash. Skills are the key to victory. Use AP to unleash skills. The stronger the skill, the more AP it requires. Your AP will replenish itself as you fight. That's what I wasn't sure of. And then we saw it kind of in action. Teamwork is dreamwork. As the knight, you can take the field with up to 2 allies at a time. Strategically switch out your allies based on the needs of the battle. Win and grow stronger. Earn gold and experience by winning battles. Gain enough experience and you'll gain levels, allowing you to grow stronger and learn more powerful skills. Okay? Your very first team. You'll begin your adventure with 3 allies, the merchant, the monkey, and the mysterious young girl. Protect them with your life. The help they'll provide on the road ahead is immeasurable. Seek out powerful allies. Strong warriors all across the world are waiting to join your quest. Explore the land and seek them out. Upon joining, they'll be great assets to your team for the rest of the game. Collect powerful equipment, buy new weapons and magic items from the merchant, or find them while exploring caves. Better equipment can completely turn the tide of battle. Mysterious seagull statues. Oh, so there's like a whole game. Like, it's not just the battle. It's like an actual RPG, it looks like. Find the seagull statues scattered across every corner of the world. Use the statues to travel instantly from one location to another. Is the only way to beat the Demon King within 7 days. Oh no, it's like Majora's Mask. Activate a statue once and you can continue using it throughout the rest of the game. Fierce cave-dwelling enemies, menacing caves rife with danger lay scattered across the land. Challenge them to earn experience and treasure. Adventurers need their rest. The inn serves as a home base for the knight and his companions. Take time to rest before moving on to your next adventure. And don't forget about the allies awaiting your call at the tavern. So that's kind of like Shining Force. Pixball Go! The popular Pixball system has now been fully integrated into the game. Simply scan the code from a Pixball, and a Pixball's power will be transformed into an item your party can use within the game. The more you collect, the better your chance to defeat the Demon King and save the princess. Hurry to your nearest Pix Center for a chance to find exclusive Pixballs. The later version of the game is available too. For more details, ask your local retailer. See, something like this would be really cool if like a real life game integrated something like this and it wasn't like DLC. Amiibo was kind of like this, but Amiibo, I don't even know if Amiibo still really is a thing, but like I feel like it never really got off the ground. Move character, move cursor, confirm, cancel, open map, pause game. This is like a Famicom controller. Strength increases physical attack. Wisdom increases magic damage and magic resistance. Stamina decreases damage taken from physical attacks. Agility increases accuracy and dodge rate. Critical increased chance to land a crit. And speed determines the order in which your party members. Yeah, so it's like standard RPG stuffs. That's really cool. All right. So maybe we'll come back to that, or maybe I'll just like play that offline. And like I said, yeah, still want to deal with the copyright claim. But that instruction manual is pretty cool. I wonder if that's like an actual game outside of this that you can play, because like that would be something I'd be very interested in. There's something about old school RPGs is just so much fun. Pig, all of you men, nothing but pigs. Okay, I'm gonna guess you got dumped. Scram! Gonna guess you got dumped. It's cool, huh? You students really got it rough. Especially with that scary as all get out principles of yours. Sniff, sniff. You got some sort of smell on you, John. The smell of danger. Don't tell me you were off on another mission of peril and intrigue, weren't you? Okay. So I guess this is kind of like a modern retelling of like an RPG adventure. Like this is how it would be. Where is he? Probably off playing that stupid game again. Nope, there's no one over there. I guess they might still be at the school. Alright, now let's go in here. Dinner time! Daniel told me about his dad, William, you know. He used to claim that he'd seen the world on the surface. You know William, John? John Williams? Oh my gosh! Put two and two together! No one believed him, you know. They called him a fantasist, I guess. And that he just, poof, disappeared. Hunt says that people who lie are sent to Sharon. Have you ever heard of Sharon, John? Hey, John. You don't think I'm a fantasist, do you? I really have seen the world on the surface. It's blue and green and huge. It's huge, John. Miss Reel said it's open house at school tomorrow. You have to come too, John. Like, he never responds to her. He's just like, the whole time she's talking, he's just like, oh, I'm just here to cook. That's it. You should thank Sam, you know. Yeah, if it weren't for her, you'd have ended up just like your dad. Like, good God. These kids are even being awful. Hey, don't say things like that. It's okay. I'm used to it. Daniel. Don't just stand there. Come on. Sam, about yesterday. When you and your dad saved me. John isn't my dad. He's just John. Oh, right. Sorry. Dear God, this is hopeless. What Big Eyes is trying to say is that he's grateful for your help yesterday. Yeah, thanks. It's all because of that lie my dad told. Your dad wasn't lying. The world above us. That's enough! Okay, that's random coming from this dude. This is like about to have a public freak out. You gotta promise me you won't say anything about it at school. If the principal hears, she'll blow her top. That's okay. Let's get going then. She won't like it if we're late either. John, I'm going to school. It's good that she has a friend group that she can like hang out with now. And they don't entirely seem like trash. Hey, John, it's time for school. Let her go to school. Okay, is there anything we need to do in the house? Alright, what do we have to do next? Looks like we have to go to school again. Alright, let's just hit this save. You can refrigerate your memories here. Then take them out again. Oh, yeah. I don't know why this, like, every time I read it, I'm like, oh, is this something new? No, it's the same thing. Okay, so in the next one, we'll go to school. See what's going on there.